Yeah, right, Jack Napes. This is your boy, Captain Sloan, on Videoland. I will teach you how to do the whole calculator paper. This is foundation paper 3. Even if you don't know any maths, you can still get every single mark, even if you don't know anything. Question 1. Write 478 to the nearest 100. I don't even know what that means. Put into your calculator 478 equals, where you go, shift, see this yellow setup on the menu button, shift setup, number format, number 3. We will do scientific, that is the standard form thing. We want to the nearest 100, that is the first number, so we choose number 1. Press equals again. 5 times 10 to the power of 2. What even is that? I don't even know. To put your calculator back, well, just so we don't forget it, I will write it down. 5 times 10 to the power of 2. I won't even write it. I just copy paste. I am so lazy. 5 times 10 to the power 2. Do a poo. Power 2. To put the calculator back into the normal setting, shift 9 is reset. We want to reset all, so number 3. Are you sure? Press equals for yes. Press equals. And you're done. AC back to normal. And I will show you my keylogger so you can see what I'm pressing. What is 5 times 10 squared? 5 times 10 to the power of a 2 is 500. So the answer to the first question is 500. And if we check the mark scheme, it should say 500. Let's check. Mark scheme. There it is. 500. 1 mark, correct answer only. That means there's no working out to do. 500. Right. Question 2. This question is probably easier to just know the answer, but I know nothing. Question 2. Write down a multiple of 8 that is between 41 and 60. How you even do that? Oh, I know my times table, but I don't know my times table. Here's how I will do it. Menu, 3 for table, times table. F of x, we want 8x. That is the 8 times table. 8 alpha right bracket gives us the 8x. Press equals. We only need 1 times table. We leave it blank. What do we do the times table for? Let's just say 1 to 10. Start at 1. Stop at 10. Go up in baby steps of 1. And equals. That is it. That is the 8 times table. 8 times 1, 8 times 2, 8 times 3. And that is all the numbers. 8, 16, 24, 32. We need numbers between 41 and 60. Can you see any numbers there between 41 and 60? And if you are looking, you should see 2 numbers. And the 2 numbers are 48 and 56. So both of those are correct numbers. And so you can just put down whichever one you want. I will put down 56. You might put down 48 if you want. What if I'm lying? There we go. 48 or 56. Question 2, and that is 1 more mark. We get in marks for nothing. Question 3 means I have to know something. I don't know anything, so I cannot do that. I can only do questions where I know nothing. Question 4. This is powers of 3. Just do the same thing again. Instead of this time as 8 times x, we blank it. Press AC to blank it. And we do powers of 3. That means 3 to the power of something. That's something. The mystery number is x. 3 to the power of alpha right bracket 3 to the power of x. Press equals. We only need 1 times table. Leave it blank. Do we do 1 to 10 again? Oh, we try 1 to 10. Just press equals. There we go. There's the powers of 3. 3 to the power of 1, 3 to the power of 2, 3 to the power of 3, and so on. 3, 9, 27, 81, and on and on and on. Are any of those numbers in the list? 3, 9, 27, 81. Can you see any of them there? I can see them. We have 9 and we have 27. And so the answers are 9 and 27. And if we check the answers, I bet we are wrong. No, we write 9 and 27. There'd be one more mark. We're getting so many. It's so easy. Question 5 is a cheating question. It's the cheatingest question in the world. I show you this thing. We go back to the start again. Menu 1 to put it back to normal. 19%. Shift answer. See the yellow percent sign over answer? 19%. Press equals. And what you get? 19 over 100. And that is the answer. You don't even have to know anything. I know nothing. And I get in every single question right. That is the question. That is the answer. Let us check. And that is question 5, 19 over 100. 1 mark. I think so. I hear a helicopter over my house. Wow. This one, you will get it wrong. 20% of 80. Again, cheating question. How do you do percent? How did we do 19%? Do the same thing for 20. 20%. 20. Shift answer. The yellow percent is over answer. 20% of 80. 20% times 80 equals, and that is the answer, 16. I don't even know what percent even means, and I get in every single question right. I bet we got it wrong. No, I bet we got this one right. How could we get it wrong? There's nothing to get wrong. Question 6, 16. A 2-mark question, and you see this CAO, correct answer only. That means you don't even have to show you're working out. It doesn't even say show you're working out, so we get 2 marks for nothing. Question 7. So how we do this? There are 4 types of counters in a bag. The table shows the number of each type of counter in the bag. There are more green counters than red counters. How many more? How do you think you do that? Spot the difference. How many more greens than reds? It's just greens, take away reds. How many greens? How many reds? 26 of one green and 7 of one other green. Green square. Take away 16 red circle and take away 11 red square. The answer is 6. I bet it isn't. We check. This is question 7. I bet it is all wrong. That is there. That is the answer. We thinking it is 6. Let us check. And there it is. Question 7, 6. That is 2 marks. CAO, correct answer only. They didn't tell us to show any working out. I show nothing. I am just putting down my answer. Here it is. Answer is 6. I suppose I have my working out here. But that is even more cheating. This question, I probably have to know things to do these questions. And I don't know anything, so I cannot even do any of these questions. I don't know anything here. This thing, you see, you might have to know something. I show you how to do it. What fraction of the monies does Ben get? I bet he gets nothing. I would give Ben nothing but a beat in the feet. Ali, Ben and Cathy. So Ben is the middle boy. 6, 9 and 10. So what fraction? Press fraction. Ben is 9 out of the total. And the total is 6 plus 9 plus 10 equals, is it 9 out of 25? I bet it isn't. That is question 12. I bet that one is so wrong. Or so right. Oh, I'm taking a big risk this day. 9 out of 25. Let's check. What number was it? 12. We're so far. 9 out of 25. There you go. 9 out of 25. And they didn't say working out. I'm taking all 2 marks. This one, that one is so tricky. Will we do this one? The first term of a sequence of numbers is 28. The term-to-term rule of this sequence is add 8. No number in this sequence is in the 5 times table. Give an example to show that they're wrong. Okay, this is the trickiest question in the world though. You won't know how to do this question. Menu, and we have to make, this is times table, so table 3. What will make the term-to-term rule? So the first, well, it's add 8 every single time. So that is the 8 times table. You add 8 every single time. 8 alpha right bracket for 8x. That is the 8 times table. It's like 8n or whatever. But the first, what is the first number in the 8 times table? It is 8. But they saying the first number has to be 24. So what you have to do, how much do you have to add on to 8 to make it 24? You have to add on an extra 16. If you're 8 years old and then you are 16 years older, that is 24 years old. So, okay, that is it. Press equals. We only need 1 times table. Leave it blank. Start at 1, stop at 10. Go in steps of 1. Seems fine. This is the sequence they say, and the first number is 24. And it is plus 8 every single time. 24, 32, 40, 48. And they say no number in the sequence is in the 5 times table. Give an example to show that they're wrong. Well, which number is in the 5 times table in this table? And it is, I will choose 40. That is in the 5 times table. And it is in this times table. And so I will say my answer is 40. And you could do 80. You could keep pressing down. 80 will be in both. And maybe you don't even know your 5 times table. If you don't, you can have the 8x plus 16 and you can have 5x. 5 alpha right bracket for x. That would show us the 5 times table. Press equals. There's the 8 plus 16 times table thing. And then there's the normal 5 times table. So there you go. And you can just see what number is in both of them. 40 is over here. And if we check over here, there's 40 in the 5 times table as well. Is 85 a number in this sequence? Give a reason for your answer. Well, I'm going to cheat. Is 85 in the sequence? 80 is in the sequence. And 88 is in the sequence. And so we have to give a reason for the answer. Well, first of all, is it in the sequence? No. 80 is, 88 is. And so I will just say 85 is odd. Every number in the sequence is even. And so it is, so no. 85 is odd and every number in the sequence is an even number. So no, I want to see what the mark scheme says. Do I even get a mark for that? So part 1 we could do 40 or 80. I did 40, you might have done 80. And then no was correct, but with a reason. 80 and 88 are both in the sequence. So we didn't even have to know odd number or even number. Just 80 and 88 are both in the sequence. So that is all you had to say. Great. So we just cheated and got 2 more marks. Brilliant. Maybe I will start writing down how many marks we get in each time. Okay, that was 2 marks. And I'll keep them up there. The next question. Find the value of this. Give your answer as a decimal. Write down all the figures on your calculator display. So this one, I hope you already know how to do this. I will teach you just in case. Menu and press 1 for the normal mode. Fraction 5.27 plus 3.5 on the top. Press down. 7.9. Take away 4.36 on the bottom. Press equals as a decimal. So this one, convert it into decimal. SD, press that SD button. Here it is as a decimal. Give all the figures on your calculator display. It's giving me 1,000,000 figures. I will press SD once more. That's how many I will use. I want to see if the answer will let me do this many. I hope you're not asking me for numbers going on forever and ever and ever. And in fact, let me see. SD again. SD again. How many numbers is this? Look at this. I can't write down all these numbers. That is forever. Copy and paste. Answer. I say it is this one. 2.47740113. If they want more than that, then I can give them nothing. 2.477011. They didn't even put in the 3. Yeah. Anyway, so that is all we needed. That was 2 marks. Easy peasy. A baby can do that question. If you cannot do that question, you're a baby. This one is a baby question. It's too easy. Why am I doing these easy questions? Alright, I do this one. The total hire charge is the number of weeks times 70 plus 50. She wants it for 4 weeks. What's the total hire charge? Well, the total hire charge is the number of weeks. It's 4 weeks. And so it is 4. This cheeky thing. 4 is the number of weeks times the 70 plus the 50, and it is 330. That is the charge. Okay, £330. It's like 330 million. What are they hiring? A 3D printer for £330. I don't even know what that even is. A 3D printer. I say the answer is 330. I bet it is wrong. And then part 2, for this one, your teacher will tell you the wrong way to do this question. And your teacher will be so wrong. I will tell you, well, I don't even know how you do this question, but I will just cheat. Part B, right now I'm using the jackknife calculator, the middle one. Your calculator at the top probably say 83 GTX, 85 GTX. I will use the cheating calculator. And you're allowed to use this in that GCSE. 991EX. This is the cheating calculator. I love this calculator. This is my favorite. This time they tell you the cost and you have to find the number of weeks. So the total hire charge is 680. Just copy and paste it in there instead of total hire charge. Equals. This time we have to find how many weeks. So the number of weeks is the mystery number x. 680 is equal to x times by 70 plus a 50. How do we have to find this x? Your teacher would tell you, oh, you take away the 50 and divide. I don't even know how you do that. Copy and paste it into the calculator and cheat. I will teach you this. 680. Here's magic. Alpha equals, see the equal sign over the calc button is just under the alpha button. 680 alpha equals, alpha calc gives you the equal sign, and then keep going. We want x, alpha right bracket is x, the red x, so alpha over the right bracket times by 70 plus a 50. I literally copying and pasting the question via my thumbs into calculator. Shift calc for solve. See the yellow solve over calc. Shift solve. We have to pick our guess number. I will pick lucky number 7. I bet the answer is 7. Press equals and equals again. X equals 9. Oh, I was close. I take photo of that. And I don't even need to check if I'm right. Calculator tell me I'm right. But I always check if you can. Okay, so that is the 2 answers. 330 and x equals 9 or whatever it was. 9 weeks. Let's check. I bet it is wrong. What question is this? 15. We're getting so far. We nearly finished. 330 and 9. That was 2 marks. That was 2 marks. That is 4 marks. Yes. I want to write that down so I don't forget. 4 marks. We're getting so many. I think so I will win the prize. So this thing, oh, you have to know about shapes. I don't know about this thing. A telephone pole. I don't know this thing. Find the modal number of points. I have to know something to do that. Work out the total number of points scored. You will get this wrong. I will get this. Your teacher will get this wrong. I will get this so right. I'm skipping part A because I don't even know what these things even mean. But I will cheat. Like I beat dairyman feet, and we would do the part B. I wish I knew something. I could do part A and get the marks for that one as well. Marks is like monies. The more you get, the richer you be. That's how it works, I bet. So I not use the cheating calculator anymore, because you might not have the cheating calculator. I just use the jackknife calculator, but if you have the cheating calculator, use that one instead. Right, I help you so you can see the keylog. Menu. What is this thing? Statistics with the bar diagram. This has one variable, so choose number 1. But our one has a X but nothing else. Shift menu, and it'll do the setup. Press down for statistics, number 1. Frequency on or off. Let's switch it on. Press 1 to switch it on. Now we have that and the frequency. Now you're just copying and pasting in the question. 0 equals 1 equals 2 equals 3 equals 4 equals 5 equals. Easy peasy. Press right. Press down to go back to the top. And then you put in all the frequencies. 4 equals 3 equals 7 equals 5 equals 6 equals 5 equals. Your teacher cannot believe this. He's never even seen this before, or she. Press AC to save the table and blank your screen. AC. Option. This option button right here under shift. What do we want to do? The total number of points. Okay. Press down. We want summation, I think so. That is summing, adding them all up. Press 1. Ah yeah, this one, sigma x, that means add them all up. Press 1 again and press equals for the answer. The answer is 81. I bet it isn't. Now your teacher will tell you to do a lot of work. I don't know how to do a lot of work. I do, but there's so much work I don't even want to do it. I guessing the answer is number 81. Your teacher would tell you to. Some boys will think so you add up all the numbers on the left. Some girls will think so you add up all the numbers on the right. The answer is 81, I bet. And that is question 18. Teacher got this one wrong. 81, yes, 2 more marks. And I didn't even know anything. 2 more marks, yes. I want more marks. What is the next thing? Oh, I don't know how you do that thing. Triangles again. Do you love triangles in this thing? This one, I have to understand things. Do I have to understand something to do this? Liz wants 850, 200. I probably have to understand something to do that. And I probably have to understand things to do that. Why do you always make me understand things? I don't even want to. Oh. So this one, I have to understand things. Oh, we can just do the same thing again. Can we just do the same thing again? Yeah, we can just do the same thing again. Great. So we go back and we can just go back to the start again. So menu 2 for statistics, and it is one variable again, and frequency is already switched on. But how can we put in 10 to 20? We cannot put in 10 to 20 because we can only put in one number, and so you can only estimate, so you just choose the number in the middle. So what number is in the middle of 10 and 20? It is 15. If you don't know the number in the middle, just add the 2 numbers and half it. So in a bracket for the second one, I will do 20 plus 30, close my bracket and divide it by 2. And so that is 25. But just by looking at it, what number is halfway between 20 and 30? It is 25. The next one is 35. The next one is 45. The next one 55. The next one 65. Is for a baby. Any baby knows the middle numbers. The easiest thing in the world. Press down. Press right. And then all of the frequencies. 7 equals 13 equals 14 equals 12 equals 16 equals 18 equals. Now we have the table and it is put into the calculator. Press AC to save it and it blanks the screen. Press option under the shift option button. This time we want the median. Okay. Small, medium, large. We want the median, the middle number, press down, and then press 3 for min max. There's median, number 3, median. Press 3 again. That 45. Wait a second. 45. Which one was 45 again? So if you're not sure, you can press AC again, option and 3 for data. Go back to your data. Which number did we say was the 45 one? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 down, and that was this one. 1, 2, 3, 4 down. The 45 one was the 40 to 50. So the answer isn't 45, that's just what we put into the calculator to cheat. The answer is 40 to 50. H, the height, is between 40 and 50 plants. Oh, 40 and 50 centimeters. That is it. I bet it is wrong. This was too easy for such a tricky question. Question 26. You cannot just get the median from the calculator. There she be, 40 to 50, and the teacher will tell you to do some tricky thing. I not do tricky nothing. Not working. That was 1 mark. I nearly forgot to write down my 1 mark. On the grid, draw the frequency polygon for the information. The frequency polygon, well, we can kind of cheat for this one as well. I'm not even supposed to, but I will cheat. In the table in our calculator, we have the X and the Y. So you just go along the stairs and go up the corridor. So calculator, and this is everything we need. We go along the stairs and up the corridor. The first one is 15 along the stairs. No, 15 along the corridor, 7 up the stairs. 15 across and 7 up. There it is. 25 along, 13 up, and so on. And you do all of those all the way to, what was the very last one? 65 along and 18 up. 65 along, 18 up, and you have to put in all of those things. Oh, I'll put them all in then. 35 along, 14 up, whereas the teacher will say he did it wrong. 45 along the corridor, 12 up the stair. They cheeking me with this 2 squares for 1. And what is 55? I have to see that. 55 is 16. 55 across, 16 up. And what is this thing? A frequency polygon. A polygon, I believe, is a straight line. I might be wrong. I just joining up the X's. When I was a wee little jackknape, I would love that connect the dots game, and you not knowing what the picture would be until you finished. Is that it? I bet it is wrong. Let us see the answer. Polygon drawn. Those are the coordinates for correct polygon with it at the midpoint, and that is it. That is it. So we got the 2 marks. Okay. That was a cheating one though, because maybe, oh no, we had the coordinates. That is an ultimate cheating. Oh wait, that was 3 marks altogether. I forgot, because the one before it. Oh, did I put that one in? I did. That has to be, this is a silly thing. Write 2 things wrong. I don't know. I don't know these things. I don't know. Solve these simultaneous equations. This is the very last question on the paper. It is. Out of 8, total of 80 marks. So for this one, sorry jackknapes, but you have to buy the cheating calculator, 991EX. I say you this, ask Santa Claus to buy you this, to bring you this calculator and put it in the Christmas stocking. I will ask for this calculator for my birthday. How we do it? Menu, and we want equation, alpha A for equation, and we want simultaneous equations. Number 1. Number of unknowns, well, there's an X and there's a Y, so 2 unknowns. Press 2, and here it be 3x. 3 equals minus 4y minus 4 equals 11. 11 equals, and then just do the same thing for the bottom one. 9 equals 2 equals 5 equals. It is in the calculator. Press equals. There you go. X equals 1 and y equals minus 2. I bet it is wrong. X equals 1 y equals minus 2, x equals 1, y equals minus 2. And this was for how many marks? 3 marks. This is question a million, the very last one. Question 30, x equals 1, y equals minus 2, A1 correct answer only, meaning you get all 3 marks if you just wrote down the correct answer. That is 3 marks. So that is the very last question. Now let us add up every single mark. That was 1. Oh, I don't even know. I better add these things up. Go back, question 2. That was 1 mark. Question 4. That was only 1. Why don't they give me a million marks? This one is definitely 1 mark. It was so easy. Is this one 1 mark? It has to be. 1 mark. 2 marks. They're giving them away for free. This one, question 7. That is 2 marks. Because it was too tricky. This one, question 12, was 2 marks again. Why are they giving away so many marks? And then we have all the marks from there on. So let us add them up together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, wow, 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23, 26. 26 marks, and that is it. So paper 3, we got 26 marks. Paper 2, if you saw that one, oh, I think we got 12 or 13 marks. I would put down that it was 12 marks. And so that is a total extra number of marks of 38 marks. And so you have to, even if you know nothing, you can get an extra 38 marks just for using the calculator. And now let us check this thing. If you were a grade 3 and you wanted a grade 4, then you needed how many extra marks? Let's check. You needed 149, take away 111. So you needed an extra 38 marks. And how many did we just get? 38 marks. So that if you were a grade 3, now you are a grade 4. Let us check the other one. 184, take away 149. And that is an extra 35 marks. So if you were grade 4, now you grade 5. And you even have 3 marks to spare. Well done. We did it. So that is how you can know nothing about numbers and still just use calculator and get 1 extra grade for the numbers. Well, jackanapes, mermaids, classwork, homework and study, and I believe you're the very best boys and girls in the world, and your teacher is the very worst in the world. And I say you farewell and bye bye, you wee napes.